Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 24 of the Mediak podcast. Today we'll be looking at Black Panther and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Jack, how was your week, my man?
Pretty good. I watched a lot of things. I started a lot of things.
Oh,
And I
so we're
guess
going to have a
I
lot to talk
finished.
about at the end
Oh,
of
I
the episode.
finished something.
You finished?
Yeah,
No way. You
something.
actually finished
I
something?
know.
That never
Big news.
happens.
Big news.
I didn't think you were legally allowed to do that.
Neither did I, but here we are.
Jack's out here breaking the law.
Yes,
I got a haircut.
yes.
I cut off almost all of my hair.
Oh shit.
I know,
Send me a
right?
picture on Snapchat.
Wait, of what I look like now or what I look like before?
I know what you look like before. Send me a
Yes.
picture of what you look like now.
super long hair.
You did have long hair for a little bit.
A little bit, dude. It went past
Give
my
a live
chin.
reaction. Oh, really? Damn, that's longer than I thought it was.
Yeah, it was really long.
Huh.
I kind of.
Well, gotta get closer here.
It's kind of really short, but you know what hair does? It grows, so I think I'll be okay.
You know what hair does? Oh,
It
is
just
short.
does that thing. It does
Oh, and
that.
it's so blue. You have bricks?
Yeah. it's a.
Wow, that's weird.
Why? What is
I don't
what is your
know.
dorm?
Not bricks. Here, I'll send you a picture.
Not bricks. The entire
It's
thing is
not.
bricks. I think Penn
All
State
of
has
it?
bricks too. Yeah. Well, the back wall. I think the back wall might be like I don't know. It's something else. Drywall maybe.
Huh.
It's something.
That's wild.
My two sides are bricks though. I know that. And the
Hmm.
in the front, I guess. I don't really know what else to call that because it's like where the door is at, so it's not really the front.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I think.
I don't even know, dude. It's okay.
Yeah, that's, eh.
Yeah, our podcast isn't about how the structural integrity of the RMU dorm
Yeah,
room.
yeah. That's dorms are.
Yeah, it's about the TV shows. Well, not TV shows and movies. Sometimes
And
video games.
movies.
We talk about a bunch of shit.
Yeah, we get around.
Yep. With that, should we go into Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
Yes, with one of the coolest intros in Marvel.
I do agree with that. You know what? I did think the intro was really good, but I do like the one in the first movie a lot more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it hits me more in the nostalgic feelings whenever I see
Yeah.
Peter just like singing in like freeze frames on the intro. Well, it does that in this one too, but I didn't ever feel really attached to Baby Groot, even though it was a little cutie.
Yeah. I guess that is pretty sick. I don't know.
The
I like
freeze
this
frame
one.
or the first one? Oh,
This
this
one.
one's awesome. It's an amazing long take. It was a very switch around, something we weren't expecting. We were expecting to see.
Yeah,
them
right.
fight.
And that you're totally kept in the dark about for the entirety of the movie.
Wait, what? What were kept in the dark about?
What?
I said, what were we
What?
kept in the dark about?
About like what the fuck was going on?
Well, I
it
mean,
was
we never need to
ego.
know what's going on with that. We just need to know that they're kind of. Of what I got, like the movie takes place very, very close after the first one. Like it doesn't take place in like when did this come out? Like,
Yeah.
2016 or 2017 or whatever that was. It takes place like right afterwards, and they became like an Avengers, but the ones that you have to pay for. And that
Yeah,
creature
yeah,
isn't. They did say that, and then they're just there protecting that thing because they were paid to do that, but they ended up stealing it. That was there you go.
Right.
That's the entire movie. It has a banger soundtrack, arguably
Oh,
better
yeah.
than the first.
Oh, hot take.
Hot take. Well, the movie isn't. The movie's not better than the first. I do gotta say
really?
that. I personally think the
Yeah,
first
I
one's a
guess.
lot better.
Interesting. Okay.
I think they did more with this film because probably they had more money to go off of because they saw how successful the first one was. I really liked the fight in the forest with Rocket and all the men with some.
Oh God, yes, that
Yeah.
shit was so cool.
That was that was very good stuff. That was awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
I very much liked. Dang, what is his name? The guy who plays Ego. He's like.
Oh,
cool
I don't
guy.
know. I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, he's awesome. I
Ego.
love him. I love him in in things that I've seen him in. He was a great villain for this movie. He had some really good lines. His
Kurt
delivery
Russell.
was yeah, Kurt Russell. Yeah, he's the goat. He's a good guy.
Yeah, and
I'd
we
like
got a
to-
great meme out of this movie
Which one?
with the one where he's like telling fucking what's his name, Chris Pratt, that he killed his mom, and he goes, and he pulls out his guns and fucking
Goes to town on
blasts him
him.
away.
I
Yeah,
thought I saw a meme related to like, of course we're messed up. That's my freaking father. I saw something related to
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, I like that line. That one's funny. It made me giggle a couple times in
yeah.
theaters. I I remember walking out of the theaters like disappointed in the movie. But I didn't like hate it. I just was like was not what I was hoping for. But I
I
still had
love this one.
fun. It's a very good one. James Gunn once said that Rocket's his favorite character, and he also said that if you put all three of the Guardians of the Galaxy films back to back to back to back, it's like one big Rocket storyline, and you can like heavily see that in this film, I guess, with the stuff that Yondu said to Rocket a little bit there. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
You were like he was talking about how Rocket was like didn't ask to be built or something like that and stuff like that. So he's getting a little bit of
Oh well,
character
yeah, yeah,
development.
yeah,
hmm
yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah, he's pretty
I want
very
Chris
interesting
Pratt's
character.
trench coat.
Yeah.
It looks so
They get
cool, dude.
some monster fits in this.
They do like they're fucking. So sometimes you like see like a fit and you're like, damn, that's fly. Like whenever Thor is on. Well, I'll talk about that next week whenever we go Ragnarok. But like the previous movies that we've watched, every time Thor is in like human outfits, the guy looks banger as hell. He looks so
He
cool.
did. Yeah.
Through
He
all the
always, yeah,
yeah, all the
always
MCU
stepping
movies
up.
have some like really nice looking fits here. And cars, oh, they have some nice cars.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, especially with
And all
Tony
the
Stark.
weird futuristic ones.
Mm-hmm. All the flying cars like you see in Black Panther. Oh,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I like. Do you like Michael Rooker by chance?
Uh,
The guy who plays
um,
Yondu.
yeah.
Yeah, he's in like. Well, I know he's in every single James Gunn film, and he's in other stuff too. He's really cool. I like the little scene of him and Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, whenever they're on that winter planet, and Sylvester Stallone's yelling at him for trying to sell children. Sorry, I had to giggle. That's terrible. I just have a very dark sense of humor. I'm a terrible person.
I'm a terrible person.
I'm a terrible person.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what it. I don't want to say that I like this movie more than the first one, but I want to.
Oh, that's a really hot take.
Yeah, I know.
At least in my opinion.
This one is just, it's just so entertaining. Like I'm never
It
bored
is.
in this movie.
Oh, the prison escape that Rocket and Yondu had.
Oh,
That's
God,
one of
dude,
my
that was
favorite
fucking
like
sick.
scenes in all of the MCU. It's fucking
Yeah.
so awesome. And like whenever they start getting to the climax of the music and Rocket's just like shooting back, oh, that's fucking amazing. The
Yeah, dude.
last movie had a really awesome prison escape too. These movies are just
Oh,
really
yes, it
good.
did.
I'm so excited for Guardians 3.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
If any of these have set a precedent,
Oh, it's definitely that one.
it's definitely the Guardians Galaxy. Like every time.
Oh, yeah.
The first one was, they're all just such sleepers.
Mhm.
Like the first one, nobody knew what Guardians Galaxy was. And
Yeah.
so going into it, it was like cool. And then a second one, everybody was like, well, how can you do better than the first one? And yeah, obviously, I think they did a great job.
I think they did a
But,
good job.
I
I
mean,
don't think it's better than the first, but I'm gonna respect your opinion on that because I can totally see how that you can look at that way.
yeah.
I've blanked on his name again. Ego. Him.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
That guy. Okay. His reaction whenever Peter created the like orb thing, that was such good acting where he just was like it literally looked like he was legitimately fucking surprised that someone was able to do kind of that magic whenever he literally was just looking at Chris Pratt and then started screaming. I'm just thinking about that because Chris
Yeah.
Pratt's standing there in a green room and he just is like, and then then you see him and he's just like, yes, he did it, and then Chris is like, yeah, I did it. That'd be oh, that'd be so funny. I'm just imagining that right now. That's amazing. We get a little view of Korg's like from Ragnarok in this whenever they're
Oh,
skipping through all the
yes.
worlds and
I
stuff
forgot
like
about
that.
that.
Yeah. And then there's that Stan Lee theory that was confirmed in this movie. Like before this movie came out, there was a theory going around that Stan Lee was like a watcher and he all of his roles in the MCU is just him keeping track on the Avengers. And whenever he's sitting there with the other Watchers in the end credit scene, and he's just telling them all of the different things, and he was like, "In that time, I was a mailman," and that confirmed that theory that Stan Lee is a Watcher. Oh, I love that, man.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking sweet.
It's
I
funny.
forgot about that. I think I
Yeah,
missed that.
you missed that. How dare you?
Well, here's the thing: when you're watching all these on Disney Plus, the screen, which is a bit of an oversight considering how big Marvel movies are. When you're watching on Disney Plus, here's a little insider tip
What
for
do you
all the
watch on? Because I watch
people
on Disney
watching.
Plus as well.
Well, when you're watching on your laptop, it closes out when it once it gets to the credits, it minimizes and
Oh,
is like, here's the next movie or whatever. And so then you have to reopen the screen to get to the fucking
mid
end
credit scene.
credits and then skip.
But
It's just
here's
like
the
this
thing,
whole
Jack. Here's the thing,
process.
Jack. The Stan Lee thing was in the movie and the end credit scene.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, get wrecked.
Damn.
You got
Damn. Where
get
was
Millie
it?
rocked on,
Was it at
kid.
the end?
No, it was in the middle.
Get
When
Millie rocked on.
whenever Rocket and Yondu were like skipping through all the different jump things, they came into Stanley and the Watchers.
Hold on. I'm skimming through.
Whenever they start yelling and then their
I
face
missed
changes.
that.
I wonder how like absolutely incredibly embarrassing and awkward that was to film.
What?
Just like of them just looking at each other screaming. Actually, it would be Michael Rooker looking at nothing and screaming because Rocket's fake.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I would love to be a part of this stuff. That would be so funny.
Just to watch.
That's more
the
on
behind the
them.
scenes of this movie must be like.
Oh my god, it must be amazing. They have. I've saw some of the behind the scenes. Like I've seen some of them for Infinity War and Endgame and stuff like that. It was crazy. What I did, I did put something together. So the way Ego like explained what Peter's powers are was he was saying that Peter would be like an equal to him. So that means Peter at one point was a Celestial. So that means that of the people who have at one point joined the Avengers team, Peter is the strongest one that has been an Avenger because he has been a Celestial for a little bit of time.
Huh. Yeah, I guess that's right.
I think so. Like if I think that makes sense, right?
If he was Celestial for a certain point in time, at some point in time,
I hope someone gets
he
mad at me.
was
They
stronger,
usually
or he
do.
had more potential because he was never like.
Yeah, he wasn't like a
genuinely
trained
Celestial.
Yeah, he wasn't like a big boy Celestial. But like, here's the thing. People are still gonna get mad at me if they hear that because they get mad at theories all the time. Speaking of theories, I have another one. So
people hate when I bring up.
People hate whenever I say theories. I want to say more. Okay, so people think that Mantis is the child of Ego as well, and that Peter and her are brother and sister. Because if you look in the like whenever Ego starts showing all the different people he's made out with to Peter for no reason, whenever Ego starts doing that, you could see in the background there's like one of Mantis's people, and there's also someone who was like like an actress that was hired that was supposed to play Mantis's mom, not Mantis, but that got cut out of the film. So there's a theory going around that Mantis is Peter's sister.
Interesting. That's less of a theory then and more of this is what happened but didn't make it to the movie.
I mean,
if
yeah,
there was that
I guess.
scene.
I guess, but they don't know.
Unless they cut it for a reason, but
yeah, but they don't know if like what the Mantis's mom's scene entailed. We just knew that she was in the movie.
Right. Okay.
I do think the strength scaling in this movie makes absolutely no goddamn sense.
The what?
The strength scale, like how Gamora can in the first movie go to toe to toe fist fighting with Chris Pratt, and then she's able to literally pick up an entire chunk of a fucking spaceship and just walk with it casually while it's shooting, and she's able to withstand the recoil of the machine.
Sorry, I had water in my mouth. But yeah, now that you say that.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
A little bit of a, not a plot hole, but
something, it was... they abused the hell out of the slow-mo hero walk in this film. It happened like 10 times. They just keep doing it. Like,
Right.
it looks sick as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they made it look
Yeah, but
cool
when you
each
do
and
it so
every
many
time, but they
times,
did it so many times that, like, it's
yeah,
impossible not to notice.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
all
this is
the
also another one of movie or Marvel's biggest fucking CG events,
oh my
like just
golly.
everywhere in this movie.
I would be surprised if they did not have a green screen on in every single scene of this film.
Yeah, and they did it was just so good.
Yeah,
It
they
was
did a
really
bang
good.
up job. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Applause to everyone who works at Marvel. You guys are amazing.
right.
Especially, holy shit. Like, I know most people don't look at the credits, but if you do for like this movie, Infinity War, and oh my god, Endgame, if you look at the people that
Yeah,
are in the CG department, it's so big. They all put like they're the reason why all these movies work too. Like without them, this would be
right.
nothing.
Exactly. And I
Amazing.
don't
Hats
know,
off to them. There's so many
just
people that go into this.
the whole idea of like oh fuck, I
I want to
forget what
hold
it's called.
applause though because for the necht film I don't have the same opinion on the CGI.
Okay, but at least for this movie,
Yeah, this movie.
there's a chart. I can't think of it what it's called. There's the like as you're getting less and less cartoony
Uncanny Valley.
and getting closer to reality. Yes, exactly. The
It's the
uncanny
Uncanny
valley
Valley.
where
Yeah.
you're perfectly whatever if you're getting too close to realism and you just get one tiny thing off, then it's all ruined. And there's never been a point where I was taken out of this movie for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's always been like, oh, that looks like a genuine alien,
Yeah.
and I was never taken out of it. So
Yeah.
over all of Marvel,
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think specifically one of the best CGIs is like CGI creations is like Thanos because he looks amazing. Which I know it's weird
yes,
because Thanos, haha, funny, but like he legitimately does look incredible for what he
right.
is. Like, cause you just
And
think
that's
it's
a great
amazing with
example
that.
of the
Yeah, it's
uncanny valley. Like
crazy.
there's never a point where he doesn't look human.
Yeah, you like you get close ups of his face and you can like see the like pores in his skin and the cuts on his. It's crazy. It's I don't understand how they're able to do that and and then make the rhinos in Black Panther. They're able to make
Yeah,
Thanos look so good, and then the
I'll
rhino
have
is
to
just
rewatch that.
ugh, wow.
There's the and then okay,
All right,
and
let's just
there's
go
gonna
on to
be
Black
some
Panther now. We're
fucking
completely gonna move over, or are you talking about Garden Still?
there's the one thing I was gonna say.
Okay,
There's
go
gonna
ahead.
be some asshole who's like, well, if you pay attention in Endgame, there's some clipping where Infinity Gauntlet goes through some of his like skin and
Who gives a
clothing, but like
like
fucking
if
just
you're not gonna
ignore
see
it.
that unless you're looking for that in that specific scene.
Exactly.
I don't know.
But
It,
I just wanted to make that known that yes, it
there's
is
that
there,
weird
but
perfectionist that's
Thanos is
out there that always is just like,
yeah, right.
there's a reason why it's bad. I promise. Oh, I have to do
Yeah,
stat
look at
homework.
this
Okay, it's fine. Never
this
mind.
exact frame. You can see this inch of clothing going through his fingertip. Like, fuck you, man.
He unrenders for half of a second of a half of a millisecond.
Yeah.
If you pause the movie at exactly 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 55 seconds and 55 milliseconds, you will see.
Yeah, whatever, man. Like,
Like,
you
who
know, that
cares?
kind of shit.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Anyway,
All right,
on the
Black
Black
Panther.
Panther.
I think this movie is very good. But I I like to actually before I say anything, I do want to say there is an absolutely amazing and beautiful Chadwick Boseman tribute at the very beginning of this movie, and anyone who has not watched it yet on Disney Plus, I do recommend to go rewatch this entire movie just for the tribute because it is very it's beautiful. Did you pay attention to see it?
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, the purple Marvel logo and how instead of showing like other heroes, it was just Chadwick Boseman, pictures of him and Black Panther and stuff. It's very beautiful. I don't usually get serious because it's not my mo, but he was an amazing man taken away too early. And I do recommend anyone to just check it out because it's
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he deserves it. What a man! He's
Of
a great
course,
guy.
of course.
Now I feel bad
Anyway.
talking about
Yeah, how are you
The,
gonna shit all over this
I'm
movie?
not gonna shit on the movie. Okay, okay. The first act and the second act are amazing. Like
Yeah.
whenever I saw this movie, Austin said it was really really good, and I was really excited to go see it. And I was watching it, and I saw the first act. And I was getting really excited. It was awesome. There's a new villain. There's Black Panther seeing him again after not Cold War, Civil War, and it's super cool. And you're just like vibing. You get to the second act, and you're like, oh my god, it's building. It's so cool. Then you get to the climax, and it's the most disappointing thing on the entire planet.
Yeah,
I
I'll
left
give you that.
I left the movie with like not hatred but like disgust towards the film because of how it left me. You know?
Yeah.
I
Like you enjoyed so much of it, but to have the end.
yeah, I mean upon rewatch, like back then I just kind of watched the movie for the sake of watching the movie and seeing Black Panther fight. So like I thought there was a bad movie whenever I left the movie because I didn't pay attention much to all the greatness of the beginning part. Like I've seen the movie before, like I've rewatched the movie before rewatching it now. So I knew going into the movie that it is a good movie, but Jesus, it is just it's so disappointing. They were so close to breaking the Marvel formula for new movies for like new superhero movies. You know what I mean by that? Where it's like
Mm,
generic villain is generically evil for evil's sake, and also at the end of the movie turns into a bigger, grayer version of the hero.
okay,
It
yeah.
almost broke that because it had a new villain with an actually really good motive, and he was likable. He was an enjoyable character, and
Of
he was
course, yeah.
very well acted. And then they just faltered at the end by just making him another Black Panther.
Yeah, right.
I was so disappointed. Like, oh, Michael B. Jordan's amazing though. He is
Yeah,
he's
right.
he's
And he was
amazing in this
perfect.
role. Ugh, hate to see it.
Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed this movie just because I've fucking always loved Black
He's
Panther.
so
And I
cool.
don't know why. I think it was because like Black Panther was Jack Palmer, fun fact, the first superhero I ever knew.
Dead ass. That's crazy.
I don't know. That's my Isn't it weird? I
Yeah,
always thought that was
I
weird.
think
But
mine was either Spider Man or Iron Man. Like I remember my brother was a
yeah.
huge Spider Man fan whenever he was little, and the
Oh,
first if I think first superhero memory, I remember sitting in the drive-in whenever I was like 4 and watching the Iron Man trailer and asking my mom what that was, and I was getting so fucking excited. And I'm pretty sure that's the moment in my life in which I started getting into comic books.
yeah, probably. I don't know. I
Weird
remember
flashback.
just fucking. Yeah, I know. You're there's that. It's just I remember fucking for whatever reason, just Black Panther was sick, and he had the claws and
hmm
whatever.
He's so cool.
He was so simple but so very cool.
I feel I like
But
I think the way that you feel about the Black Panther is the same way that I feel about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Because I was like, ever since I started reading Spider-Man comics, I was super into Miles Morales more than Peter Parker. Like whenever Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man came out, I was saying how I really wanted to see a Miles Morales Spider-Man, and like the more went on, and the more I realized that probably isn't going to happen. And then Homecoming had a hint of Miles Morales with Donald Glover's character, and then whenever Into
mm,
the Spider Verse came out, I was pogging because I was so fucking excited to see Miles Morales finally because he was always my favorite Spider Man because he's so cool, mainly because of his little like lightning fingers, and they did that really well in the movie.
lightning fingers.
We gotta do. Have you seen that film? You had to have seen that film.
The Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. That's one of the best movies I've ever seen. We gotta do that on
Yeah.
the podcast one time.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. Maybe when the second one comes out, but I don't know if that's gonna be for a while.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
We're not talking about we're talking about Black Panther right now. The
Hey,
soundtrack
yeah.
is amazing. Like it's.
Yeah.
I remember whenever this movie was coming out, I would just sit on Apple Music and listen to the soundtrack, like in my study halls in high school. I was just sitting there doing that while doing my freaking Algebra 2 homework.
Gross.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I really liked Algebra 2. I didn't like the teacher though. Was not a fan. Algebra 2 is really nice though. No, Algebra 1 is the one
Shout
where
out Algebra 2.
I was pretty good at algebra. I hated geometry.
Geometry, yeah, geometry just sucks.
You you
Mm,
like
the
you
Rhino was
didn't like
good.
geometry and you didn't like algebra 2?
I don't like math. How about
You,
that?
you don't fit into any category of human.
Oh yeah, I
It's so,
know,
like
dude.
because
That's
some
rough.
people are so like the people who don't like math are supposed to like geometry and the people who like math are supposed to like algebra. but you just don't like either.
Is that so? No, I just don't like
Yeah.
math.
That's funny. I like math. Math's fun to me.
Yeah,
I'm a
whatever.
demon. I know. Whatever.
I'm a
What
demon.
were you gonna say about the movie? Continue.
I'm looking at the not the Panthers. The rhinos.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. Hey, if you want to look at the worst CGI scene in the entire movie, it's I think the train didn't come by yet, but it's whenever Black Panther is fighting against Killmonger and they're on the track and like Black Panther does like he like grabs onto one of the things and does a spin around it. It looks terrible. It's so bad. Like they're
I'm
like
looking for it.
scratching at each other for a second, and then one of them hits the other, and he does like a little loop around and then jumps back. It is disgusting. It is absolutely like the movie. This movie's really good. It's on the verge of being great. You can't like.
But yeah.
I want to say
Well,
I can't say this movie's bad. I literally can't. But the most important part of the movie is the finale.
yeah,
Because
and
like
to
that's the final viewing of the film.
yeah, I for sure we wouldn't have as much problems with this movie if like some scene in the beginning was like fucked up or some scene in the middle. Like we would be like, oh, well, there's this part where this wasn't perfect
Yeah, but it
and
was
it
just
kind of
like
took me out of it.
it was like
But
Act 1 9 out of 10, Act 2 9 out of 10, and then Act 3 was like a 4, and I was like, what the fuck?
four,
I thought it was
really?
really bad. I didn't see a reason for Black Panther's friend to switch sides, which I guess is more of an Act 2 kind of problem, but it also has a problem in Act 3 because he just kind of switches back too.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense.
That's
I know
fair.
that T'Challa wasn't able to get Claw, but that was his first attempt, and the guy's just like, "You're the worst king ever," while also being T'Challa's friend.
Yeah,
So I just was
guess
like,
that is kind of weird.
I don't know. I like Shuri and the girl with the spear. I don't know her name, but the both of those girls are really cool. I hope they
Yeah,
pull.
and in the end, fight scene was cool. I
Which
just like having like everybody fighting in one like little area. Like I
yeah
don't know, that's cool in my brain.
is your favorite fight in?
Everybody's doing their own shit, you
Nah, I
know.
get that. Is your favorite fight in the MCU the Infinity War one where Thor comes down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Or
I
yeah,
was like, that definitely
like
is.
that. Or no, like Endgame
Oh,
when
Endgame's is
literally
oh my
everyone's there.
god, where that goes for an entire fucking hour.
Yeah.
That's if that's not your
I
favorite
love
fight in
seeing everybody.
all of Endgame, you're just doing it. I mean, not Endgame, all of the Marvel universe. It's fucking dope. We'll talk about that shit
Yeah.
later because I will go off about like an hour on that, and I can't do that right now because we're supposed to be talking an hour on Guardians of the Galaxy and Black Panther, not Endgame.
Yeah.
I do like. Oh, want to hear something funny? So you know how Sebastian Stan's in this movie, but like in the end credit scene,
Who's Sebastian
he
Stan?
plays the Winter Soldier.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm
Okay, well,
looking
he's
now.
in the end credit scene, and he told his mom he was in the movie, and his mom was on the red carpet and went to go see the film, and then left and then left before the end credit scene, and I called her son and was like, "You weren't in the movie. Where were you?"
That's
And
actually
he
pretty
goes,
funny.
"Did you stay until the end?" And she goes, "No." And he goes, "Oh, I was in there, mom." And she goes, "That's not in the movie. That doesn't count." That's funny.
That is kind of funny. I don't know. I liked I like the movie. I
You
don't know.
like me? I will watch it again just because of the amazing acting by Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan. Did you know that Michael B. Jordan based his villain outfit on Vegeta? Like not his Black Panther outfit, but like the one he just kind of casually wears.
No.
Look up Michael B. Jordan Vegeta outfit, and you'll see like a comparison. But he did base his little thing off of Vegeta, and the mask that he wears is like supposed like I think someone either he said this or someone just kind of made the connection that it kind of looks like Ozaru, like the forms that Vegeta turns into whenever he's on Earth.
Oh, that's actually sick. It does look like Vegeta.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that is kind of fire. I
Yeah.
like Dude,
um,
just watching all the videos of Michael B. Jordan in the makeup room and they're putting all the dots on
dude,
like
how do you scar himself on his back?
What do you mean? Wait,
Do
he
you ever
scarred him?
think about that? You know how he has like he puts him those scars on him for every kill he has, right?
Oh, yeah.
How did he do that on his back? Did he just have someone do it to him?
Hey, Jim, I killed some dude today, and I don't got any
I killed
space on
20
my.
people. You want to scratch my back a little bit?
Just poke my back a few times.
Just grab a little knife and just go to town. Just go to town.
Yeah, man.
I also did notice that on his right arm there was like a bunch of like obviously there's scars, but there was like scrapes going down from his like bicep to his forearm, and I didn't know if that was like something that he did or it just was a little bit of detail showing that he even got hurt while he was training and stuff like that. Either way, I think it's a
Maybe. Yeah.
little cool thing there. I
Well,
loved,
this is a
loved, 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 loved the scene of Killmonger going onto the ancestral plane and talking to his dad, and going along with that, I also loved the scene where T'Challa faced his dad and he was like yelling at them and he was like, "You were all wrong." I loved that scene. It's so good.
yeah.
The acting on both of them is just amazing.
Yeah.
Also,
Overall, had our gripes, but
there's
wasn't bad.
problems with it, but it is really well worth the watch. I have a tough time putting it over a 7, mainly because of how terrible the CGI is, and this movie made $1 billion. You know,
Yeah, like it got its audience.
like I it should have been. I don't know why they didn't put as like I don't know if I don't know what happened. Like I don't know if there was like a strike or like they just didn't have enough time to finish it or what, or they didn't think people were going to watch the movie. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking when making the CGI look as terrible as it did.
Or cut for a time, something. It
Something
could have
like
been
that.
anything.
It could have been really anything. I don't know why. It's just disappointing, you know?
Why? Yeah.
Why? Tell me why. Sorry. It's a damn shame. It's a good movie though.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
one
see.
of the
We're never gonna find
Marvel
someone to replace him.
must.
He just can't. You can't do it.
Yeah.
Like
But
I do obviously. I feel very sad about Stanley's death, but we all knew it was going to come. But with him, Chadwick, it just came out of literally nowhere.
yeah, right.
It was so sad. I was not expecting it. No one was. R.I.P. It's okay. All right. To get on a
R.I.P..
happier note, do you want to get into movie news?
Yeah, sure. You said you had a few things
I had a
going.
little bit of stuff. I mainly want to talk about the fact that I got bamboozled for the title of the Spider-Man movie.
Well,
Did you
oh
see
yeah,
everything that
wasn't
happened
there
related
like
to that?
it didn't?
All right, let me set the scene
Oh,
for you, okay? Let me
yeah.
set the scene.
Okay.
All right, it's Tuesday, okay? It's approaching 8 o'clock. I have to go to volleyball, so I get all my stuff. I get all my stuff. I'm about to leave the room and go to the gym. Okay, on the way to the gym, I'm looking at Instagram, and I see Boss Logic. You know Boss Logic?
No.
He does a bunch of like fan art, and also he makes some of like the poster for the Marvel movies, I think. And
Oh,
he made a picture called Spider-Man Phone Home, and it was a really stupid looking ET-esque Spider-Man like thing, and I was like, haha, that's funny. I'm really happy he does fan art, and that's not actually real. And I go down one post, and it's Tom Holland, and it's just a picture that says Spider-Man Phone Home, and I said, you have got to be kidding me. That is the dumbest name literally ever. I immediately call my brother and he goes, "What is it?" And I said, "The Spider-Man movie is called Spider-Man Phone Home." He goes, "That's the biggest bullshit I've ever heard." I said, "Check Tom Holland's Instagram." He does, and he goes, "Zach, this is a problem. I cannot be going around saying that my favorite Spider-Man movie is Spider-Man Phone Home. It has the dumbest name ever." And I was like, "I know." And Austin goes, "Zach, no, you don't understand. I don't care if this is the best movie ever made. It is the dumbest name." So like we
yeah.
had a problem related to it, and then Austin texted me about an hour later saying that Zendaya and the other guy that's friends with, like he plays the Ned, the friend of Peter Parker, and they
Okay.
both
Yeah. Yeah.
posted
Yeah.
different things. It was like home slice or you get it, yeah. So we all knew it was
Mhm.
fake. The next day it was Spider-Man Nowhere Home, and it was done. That was an amazing title for a release, like release type for the title. I love whenever companies do stuff like that because it really builds hype for whatever's coming out. Also,
Yeah.
the shape of the Nowhere Home thing, it looks like Puerto Rico, so people are thinking Miles Morales is coming.
Huh.
So obviously, I'm excited about that.
So, yeah, that's pretty hype.
Yeah, well, because they hinted towards it in Homecoming by having Donald. You know, Donald Glover was in that movie.
Uh, it's been a while since I've seen it.
Okay, it's fine. We'll get to it. You'll see it. Did we
Yeah.
skip that? I think we skipped that. Because,
Oh,
my
did
God,
we?
we did. Because Disney doesn't own Sony, so they can't put Spider-Man onto their thing. Holy shit. We almost skipped it because we're going into the final thing. We have to watch that with Thor next week.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't know when it follows in the whatever.
Well, I
lineage.
mean, it doesn't really, and it doesn't crazy matter because like we're not idiots. We know that it comes before Infinity War.
Right, of course.
Holy shit! Disney Plus does not have Spider-Man on here.
What?
I almost got bamboozled, Jack. Huh? That's something. I'm so happy that Austin doesn't pay attention very hard to our podcast because if he found out that I forgot Spider-Man, he would literally kill me. Like I don't think there would be a bigger offense than to forget Spider-Man in Austin's eyes.
Yeah.
He is a very big Spider-Man fan. If you guys could not tell.
Yeah, if you didn't realize.
Yes. Ugh. I feel like an idiot now. I put my phone away because it hit me and I just felt so stupid. Okay, I have other
At least
news.
we didn't miss it.
We didn't miss it?
You should have
Yeah,
just
we
not
did
said
not
it.
miss it. I want to watch Spider-Man. It's a good movie. I like that movie.
No, I was gonna say if you just didn't say anything and then we watched it in order, no one would have known. But now you've scammed yourself.
I've scammed
Everybody's
myself.
gonna
Oh
know
no, now we
that
have to watch 2 more movies. Ah. And a weird thing where we have to watch a movie every week no matter what. Ah. Oh no, I have to continue doing my job. Shit.
Yeah. What else?
Mortal Kombat is the most viewed Red Band trailer of all time. That happened.
Fuck.
I know, right?
Why?
I'm so sad. I thought Deadpool should have had it. You know?
Yeah, that's exactly what came to mind because I know that's how I found out Red Band trailers were a thing.
Dude, me too. For the first Deadpool trailer, I was like, "Oh, that's a Red Band." It's whatever.
Huh.
Grr.
That kind of
hey, unless it doesn't suck and the movie is incredible.
All right. Yeah, like the movie's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, like fucking Mortal Kombat's gonna be incredible. We say that now, and then we're gonna watch the movie, and it's actually gonna be the best
I'll
video game
fucking
movie of all time. You'll eat
my
your fucking
shoe.
shoe? Yeah, okay. How did I know? I called that. That makes no sense. How did I call that? You never say that.
I never say that, but it is a phrase that people commonly use. So.
Yeah, a lot of people say hat too. I like what.
Oh really?
There's one. Someone was just like, if blah 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 happens, I'll eat my hat. And then someone goes, "How's that fucking hat taste?" I love this. It's so funny. There is supposedly a new Superman, not Spider-Man, Superman reboot in the works, coming from J.J. Abrams. I think it also might be Henry Cavill as the lead too, and I have no problems with that. I very much like Henry Cavill as Superman. I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah, that's another in the same vein of Mortal Kombat. I mean, he could do a good job with it, and I'll be glad. But I don't need any more Superman.
That is true. DC just needs to get their shit together.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
it's such a jumbled mess now that like where do they even start?
Yeah,
and the answer is they can't because they have like 1,000 movies that are and aren't in the same universe, but am and is and whatever. You know what? It's just whatever.
Can you imagine if they made a Deathstroke movie? That'd be sick.
I'd be so happy. Well, they hinted towards something like that in Justice League, but then that's never happening because I don't think that's canon anymore. I don't know what's going on, Jack.
Deathstroke's not canon, or Justice League isn't?
Justice League.
What?
Which
Why?
in turn makes
what?
I don't know, dude. Everything isn't canon anymore. Apparently, there never was a DCEU.
It was all a lie.
No, I'm being serious. They said that. They said we've never confirmed a connected universe, and you guys made up the name DCEU, which technically is true, but like.
That's so funny.
It's so obvious what they were trying to make, and they just backpedaled because it started to fail. Idiots. God.
It's your fault.
This is your fault. You're the
Guys-
reason why these movies suck because you said they're connected when they are.
Oh my god, that's so fucking dumb. That's the fucking cherry on top of DC bullshit.
I think the
and their-
cherry on top comes with Justice League. The
Okay,
Snyder
well,
Cut.
Justice League was the tipping point of everything DC makes is not as good anymore.
That is facts.
And then now this, I think
Next
this
time,
is cherry on top.
next time we get together for Anime Night, we have to watch Justice League and then review it on the podcast.
Oh yeah, I've been watching a few of those. They're pretty good.
Wait,
I missed all that.
the Justice. Wait, what do you? Oh, you mean the animated Justice League movies?
Yeah.
I was talking about the real life one, and then review that.
Oh, yeah, and I actually have not seen those because everybody said they were dog shit. So
Yeah, they're terrible. But we should watch them. I wanna watch the Snyder Cut though. If that's out, when that's out, I don't know what's coming with it. It's coming out later, right? It's April 28th or something like that, right? Or am I just an idiot? Do you mind looking that up? Because I have slow fingers.
April 28th. That's the day after Ben's birthday.
Really, that's cool. Did I fucking ask though? I'm kidding. Ben, happy early birthday.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else?
Movie news related. Not that I came up with. That was all that I found. I just slapped my mic. Did you hear that?
It sounded weird. It didn't sound like you slapped it. But
Well, that's what happened. Okay.
yeah.
Hate
All
to
right,
see it. Are we getting into what we watching now?
I guess so.
All right, you had a lot, so I say you take over because I've been talking a lot this episode.
Okay. The new episode of Jujutsu Kaisen I watched secured it as thoroughly reminding me. All I could think of was Naruto Shippuden. It reminded me so much of those fights.
Was it like
don't know why.
the Obito fight, or was it like the
I think there was one scene that was like that it was like revolving, but there was one where it was like there was a lot of hand-to-hand combat and
I
it
love
was you were
hand-to-hand.
following it along one long take. And that was cool. And that reminded me just a lot of
Did
the
that
normal fifth.
did that finish off Jujutsu Kaisen? Because I want to start that whenever it ends.
It's not done.
Okay, damn.
I think we're on episode like 20 some. I think it's
Oh,
it's
that's not
actually
bad.
episode 20 now.
By the end of this semester, I'll be able to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
It's-
AOT at? I have a while to go on that one, right?
70 or 71.
In this season, because I don't remember how
Oh.
many it was in the normal.
I'm gonna pull
Is
up
it true that this
Hulu.
isn't the last season either? I heard that was someone rumored
What?
that. Yeah,
No.
someone said that there was gonna
Mm.
be like a movie afterwards or like a short season afterwards. That'd be interesting. I
Why?
don't know.
I hope not. That would make me mad.
That would also make me
Because
mad
in
because
every
like
the beginning of every episode starts with Attack on Titan, the final season.
oh okay
episode.
then
Season.
it better be the final season then because that wouldn't make sense. I hope my rumor is false.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hate
Season
to see
12
it.
though.
Season 12. Season 12.
Okay.
Oh, you mean episode 12?
No.
Okay.
episode 12.
Okay, I was about to say season 12. This is season 4. Are you including all the part seasons? I hate that, by the way. Who at Attack on Titan that was a good idea to make season 3 part 1 and season 3 part 2?
It's weird.
That's so goofy. That's season 4 and 5. Because season 2 also had that. Bullshit!
Anyway, and then okay, so I watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I started Black Clover
Interesting.
recently.
That's very interesting, actually. How do you like that?
Uh,
Asta
yeah.
yells a lot.
Yeah,
Black Clover is a
And
better manga, in my opinion.
that's what is making it difficult.
You
for
got to
me
stick
get
through it. You really got to stick through it because it actually does get good. You just got to stick through it.
Yeah, which is what a lot of shonen like animes are. You
I
just
don't
have to
know.
watch
Demon Slayer kind
a
of
shit
started
ton
off
of
pretty
it to
fire,
get there.
in my opinion.
Which ones?
Demon Slayer. And Mob did too, if Mob's a shonen. I think it is.
Demon Slayer did start off pretty strong.
What else did?
I don't know if-
My Hero started off a little weak. I love season 1 of My Hero, but it really could have been more action packed if they wanted it. Like especially in the first couple episodes, because it really didn't get all that insane into the last bit.
Interesting. Okay, I don't know. All I'm thinking of is Shippuden took a while to get good.
Oh my god,
And,
yeah.
Hunter x
Ta-
Hunter took a while to get good.
Hunter x Hunter is still taking a while to get good, in my
Yep.
opinion.
Yep.
And honestly,
Oh,
I think
you're
it's going way worse. Actually, I think it peaked in
100%
the.
correct.
I think it peaked
I
in the
was
York New City arc.
the highlight was Gon versus um the clown dude.
Hisoka. That was also that was.
Yeah,
I do think that
and
was
that
the peak, but I do also really like Korra's or whatever the name of the leader of
oh
the spiders. His Symphony of Destruction scene was really cool, and also his fight against Killula's dad and grandpa was really cool.
and fucking yeah, that was a good fight. And then fucking the dude with the chains and the guy that kind of looked like a
Kurapika.
lion.
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah,
him. I like him.
that
Where
was a
he
good
brought the
fight.
shovel to his fight, and because he was like, "I'm gonna kill you."
Yes,
That was.
dude,
I
that
hate
was
Kurapika,
badass.
but like that was a big flex. That was a huge
Yeah,
flex.
and he did exactly that. He fucking killed him, and that was
He killed
and
him and
it
then he
was
buried
very
him.
satisfying.
I hate his power.
It
It's
was
so
very
stupid that he
satisfying.
could just become strong if he's fighting like a specific kind of person.
Yeah,
If you're fighting
right,
spiders, you're strong. Cool. I don't
right.
care.
Okay, so
I know
I'm
Kurapika might become cool eventually. I just don't give a shit.
yeah. New
I
episode of AOT was pretty good.
really. I'm excited to
Yeah,
get into that. I want to see them do some crazy shit, which I've heard that they are doing some crazy shit.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's just I don't know. It's a lot more political.
Oh well,
Yeah, and it's harder to follow, much harder to follow. But that's
that's
just
fair.
because you've been exposition dumped in the
For the last season,
previous season.
yeah.
Exactly. And now you're just picking up the pieces and putting it all together.
I like the
Um,
politics of the original one, but mainly towards like I don't even know. Like, cause like I hate it. I didn't like listening to who was king or queen or whatever garbage about that. But
yeah.
I liked the man versus like Titan kind of thing with Rainer and Bertold.
Yes.
I thought that was really awesome, and I thought it was
I did
curious to
love
see where they were gonna go with the World War II kind of ostracization that they were set it up in season 3.
that.
So
Mhm.
I'm really excited to see what they do with that. In your opinion, do you think they're capitalizing on what they set up in the previous season?
I'd say so. It's a little bit more dry, of course. But
That's
that's
disappointing.
just gonna be how it is because it's I don't know a lot, and they're kind of forcing the political aspect on you in that
Damn.
because it's all politically
Yeah, because
charged. I
that's
don't
like
know.
what the season's about, I guess.
Right. That's what it said. They set it up to be. Is what I'm trying to say. And so you're just putting all together. But I don't know. It's fine.
Hopefully, it is a
And
good ending.
they do a good job of pacing the fights. So it's like
I forgot.
a few episodes of nothing and then a fight and then nothing and then a fight. You know.
I forgot that AOT had fights. That never
Right.
was like
Yeah.
the hype point in my head. Like I still think one of the best animated fights is the Kenny versus Levi whenever he's just flinging around the city.
Mhm.
It's fucking
That
amazing.
was
It's
sick.
so
Yeah.
cool. It's up there. It's up there for
Kenny's
my
one of
favorites.
my favorite characters.
I need to have you talk with Corey. Corey hates your opinion when it comes to anime.
Yeah, he does.
He thinks you're a Naruto, and like hate
Semi.
you kind of are, but like it doesn't matter. Sometimes you could have a good opinion on anime, but he
That's a
one time
great,
talked to me and
that's
he was
a
like,
great quote.
sometimes you
That's
could
a
have a
great
good
quote.
opinion. Hey, you if it, I wouldn't have asked you to do this podcast with me if I didn't like your opinions on some things.
Yeah.
That is true.
I don't know.
But Corey goes,
On
I
Corey's
hate Kenny
part,
versus Levi because I hate Kenny. He's one of the worst characters in all of anime.
that's just not true. But all right.
I want to have you guys talk.
He's just fucking.
Ah, fuck! I hit my mic
I
again.
feel like Corey's such a fucking anime snob, and everything has to be perfect.
Everything doesn't have to be. Corey watches a lot of shit anime. I do know that.
Exactly.
So like, he's fine. Like I don't think everything has to be perfect. I think he just doesn't like Kenny.
I don't know. I feel like every time I say something, you're like,
Corey doesn't
Corey
like that.
not
Well,
approve.
no,
Yeah.
I actually disagree with his opinion on Kenny because the only thing he says is Kenny's strong for no reason, but so is like Misaka. And Corey goes, I don't like Misaka either. And I'm like, what? So is Levi. And he goes, yeah, but Levi's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like, shut
Yeah,
the fuck
like
up.
he's being a hypocrite, but like he kind of is aware of it. But if I called him a hypocrite, he'd say, no, I'm not. I just don't like Kenny.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Levi makes sense. He's cool.
Exactly.
That's whatever.
Whatever.
Argue with that man is
But
literally
I
impossible.
did.
It's like arguing with Skylar.
Yeah, right. I did finish Tower of God,
No, you started that?
and I finished it.
Whoa, that's surprising. How'd you like that?
I'm mad where it left off, and there's nothing else.
I know,
I'm
right?
kinda
It's
like,
crazy. It starts in April, by the way, I think.
oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm
It was
excited.
kind of weird. I think the animation style was interesting,
I liked it.
but yeah, I did not like it. It was just different. That's all.
Yeah, I feel that. I really liked watching that show. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was
Yeah,
very
it's pretty
interesting.
good. I like it,
I'm excited for season
and
2.
its main character has that kind of annoying main character. I'm doing everything for this one purpose, and nothing will ever stop me, and I'll
But it's
get
like,
through with the power of hope and love. But
but
he's
it's
not that annoying.
he's not annoying
But
at
I'm
all. Like I was gonna say, like he does all that, but it kind of makes sense. But he's strong. Obviously, he just doesn't know it yet. He's just kind of like not stupid, but his entire goal was to get to Rachel, and now that he did, he is nothing right now. So I'm so excited for season 2 because he doesn't have a character goal anymore.
exactly. So
And
now it's all or nothing.
exactly like this, like season 2 will make or break the show because if they make Bomb into like a more enjoyable person or set him on like a more interesting pathway for him, because like I don't want him to just to be like I need to go find Rachel so she can explain this because I still love her or something like that. But I also don't want him to be like I need to
Unfortunately,
revenge.
I nearly guarantee you that's what he's gonna do.
Well, I know that, but I think he's gonna be angry with it. Like I don't think he's gonna be as calm as he normally is.
That would be a great excuse for them to bring out the rest of his power, though.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Like
I've
if he
seen some
meets her,
crazy.
he's
Like
like,
he's
"Why
gonna
the
do some
hell did you
shit.
do this?" And then he just blows the fuck up.
I did like how that one guy died from one stab wound, and so did Rachel. Like, cause remember she
Yeah.
died in the egg that I brought him back. Because like usually in anime, people get stabbed and then they fight for 30 episodes. But those two
Yeah.
characters got stabbed and they kept going. I mean, they died. They didn't keep going. My bad. Sorry, I completely was taking away the praise.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, and I
The
thought
only
that was cool.
part where I not disagreed with you, but the dude didn't die is the fucking sheep asshole. He gets launched around and he's completely fine. And you're like, okay, man, whatever.
Wait, which one? What, the sheep one?
Yeah, he was one of the he worked with like
Quants?
the royalty. I don't know his name. He was like sent there as an assassin to kill the fake queen or fake princess,
Why am I blanking?
the lizard girl.
Oh,
beat
yeah,
the
yeah, 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 that motherfucker. He did get
Yeah,
bounced around a lot, but he also was at the strength of the like curators of the thing, so
yeah,
it
the
makes sense
rankers.
that the rankers. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've seen it, so
Mhm.
yeah. So I can understand him being thrown around because he probably has a bunch of water protection stuff. I forget the name of their powers.
He was also very annoying, and I think he should have died. But
I do agree with
they
that.
need him later, so
I
he
didn't
didn't.
like him, but it's whatever.
Yeah,
I like Kun. I like him a lot. That was how you pronounce it.
yeah, he is
He's cool.
pretty sweet.
He's a badass. I also like Quants. He was one of the rankers. He had red hair. He was the one they
Mhm.
fought against.
Oh yeah. He was pretty cool.
Yeah,
They're all pretty interesting characters.
I do.
And they
Yeah, I
all have
do like
their
the show.
secret motives.
Except
like
for
how they
Rock, he
do.
just kind of wants to fight the black turtle.
Exactly.
Any other shows you watched this week?
What else did I? Oh, I watched the first season of The Promised Neverland, and that was fine. And now I'm watching season 2, and they
It's
have
bad.
fucked it.
Yeah, I know. That's what Moist Critical said. I
Yeah.
watch his
Did
his reviews. You know what they're called? What are they called? Moist meter. The moist meter.
Moist meter. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch a lot of those, and I saw it for season 2. And I didn't even watch the video. I just saw the title, and it was season 2. It's absolutely garbage, and I just was like,
Uh,
fuck.
I don't want to say it's absolutely garbage. I want to say it's not good. But
Is
it's
it
not
worth it for
absolutely
me to
garbage
watch?
because they.
Should I read it?
I think if you don't read it, it'll be fine. And it'll be just an okay season.
Interesting. I don't
But
know. We'll see.
there's a point where one of the characters, they skip a shit ton. They skip like half the manga.
Oh, that's not good.
And they have a character exposition vomit everything.
That's
And
not good.
so you're like, and the worst part is that in the beginning of the season, they do it perfectly. Like they don't cram everything in, but they explain everything and they shorten it. And it was just, it was perfect. And that really gets you going. You really hope, and then they take away all the fun parts.
It's like Black Panther. Black Panther's really good at the beginning, and you're just like, oh, this is amazing, and then it just takes away your hope.
Yeah. But, that is from my perspective of reading it first and then watching it.
I feel that.
So I really don't know.
That's why I don't want to watch Tokyo Ghoul. Because I read it.
Oh, yeah. No, you will hate Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, because the book was so good. It was one of my favorite manga. It's so fucking good.
I am reading that now.
You are? Oh, is it because Skylar started reading it?
No. I just finished The Promised Neverland, and that's just also on Shonen Jump, which I highly recommend if anybody wants to read manga by Shonen Jump.
I like reading
It's like $1.99 a month.
It's what? $1.99 a month?
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm not reading books anymore. Just
you get Tokyo Ghoul, Promised Neverland, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero, One Piece.
No, I'm reading My Hero books. I have to, because I have all of them on the line. I can't stop that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they also have Chainsaw Man.
Okay, I gotta read it. I gotta get my account just so I can read Chainsaw Man.
And Black Clover. They have all of Naruto, JoJo, One Punch Man,
JoJo
Blue Exorcist, World Trigger.
World Trigger I heard is interesting.
I heard that too. Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. I would be interested in reading that. I kind of want to watch the movie before I read the manga, though. Start the movie.
Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul 3, Death Note, Dr. Stone. They have a lot of good shit.
A lot of stuff on there. I don't see the appeal in Dr. Stone, but eventually I might get to it, and we'll see.
And both of us need to watch season 2 of the Fire show.
Fire Force? Yeah, I'm waiting for that to completely come out on Anime Kissa, because it just isn't.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. They only have 17. Is it? Because I looked it up, and Wiki says it has 24 episodes, but on Anime Kiss it only has 17. Okay. So either it's all the way out, or it's just not. I don't know. I'll look it up eventually. I did like that first season, though. The first season was really good.
Yeah, and how it's all like bass boosted.
Yeah, I have a poster of Benny Mario, the one who did the
yeah.
One. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, they only have 12 episodes on
Anime Kissa?
No, on Hulu.
Oh, ugh.
And it's all dub.
That's fine. I like the dub for Fire Force. I thought it was really good. Remember how you talked about how there was one scene, like one character in Promised Neverland just kind of exposition dumped everything?
Mm-hmm.
So the most recent episode of WandaVision, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You hear that? Are you there yet?
You're gonna be mad at my answer.
It's gonna be now, but it's fine because that last week's episode apparently wasn't the last episode. It's next episode, but you gotta catch up.
Yeah,
because the week after that I think is
an extra week, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? But it was just exposition this entire episode. But it was actually enjoyable. It was weird. It was 40 minutes of pure exposition and retconning, but it was an enjoyable 40 minutes of exposition and retconning. I know that's good. Yeah.
Good, because that's proof that a TV show can do it, and if you can show that to other good people, then you can fucking fix the promise.
I don't know how they do it, because I don't know if it actually is a bad episode and I just enjoy it because I'm weird. But exposition is a writer's like you don't want exposition. You don't ever want exposition because it bores people. But it was really well done. They also did that in Winter Soldier, in my opinion. They made exposition of Winter Soldier really interesting. But who cares? We aren't talking about the movie right now. I don't know how the fuck they did it. I need someone to filmento and describe WandaVision episode 8 to me and how it was interesting.
Interesting.
Do you know Filmento?
No.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. He talks about movies, good things and bad things. Talks about like specific parts about them and stuff like that. He does a lot on Pirates of the Caribbean. He likes that for some reason. Don't know. I'd recommend hit out though. He's a good YouTuber. I started watching an anime called March Comes In Like a Lion, and it's like, it's really good, but it's really sad.
Oh, good.
It's very, very sad, but I do recommend it. It's very, very, very good. It's about a kid who's in high school, obviously, because all protagonists are in high school in anime, and he's a professional shogi player, which is like similar to chess, and he doesn't need to go to school, but sometimes he does. Doesn't matter. But he's just like, he lives a really depressed life, even though he just kind of already has a job and a house, one apartment, and he's just so depressed. And the ways he's depressed, and the way that the show slowly like shows you every shit that's happened in his life, and where he's going, and why he plays shogi, and his wins, his losses. It's so fucking good. I don't know how to explain it in like a really, really good way, because like you wouldn't expect like a show about a chess, like watching a guy play like a chess like game. It could be interesting, but it is actually very interesting.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to check it out.
If you're into getting sad at points, I'd recommend watching it.
Nice.
Yeah, honestly, everyone likes getting sad at sometimes.
Exactly.
It's facts.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You check out anything else this week, or is that about it?
I think that's everything.
Wonderful. I think I had a really boring week this week. I think I only watched MASH and March Comes In Like a Lion, and I play a little bit of Call of Duty too. I don't really do much, like, it sounds weird, but on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays I mainly just do class and homework, and then go to volleyball, and then Thursdays I play video games all day, and Friday and Saturdays when I watch the movie. Sunday, Monday is whenever I do homework or watch other TV shows. Fun stuff. Today I basically just bunkered in and watched anime all day. It was really fun. Love to see that.
Pretty good time.
I do agree. And we'll see you guys next week with Thor Ragnarok and Spider-Man. Because I remembered. Don't worry. I gave us, me and you, more work by remembering. R.I.P. Well, see you guys. We'll see you next week.
Yes. See you guys.